Epsom is renowned for its twists, turns and undulations. The way that the race unfolds is never straightforward because you've got such an incline. Kieren Fallon, the king of the place, what does it take to get the best out of the track?
Well, it depends really on where you're drawn. If you're drawn down, which I remember when I won an Old, but Ryan was telling me there was the coffin box, you don't want to be there. But if you're down, if you have a low draw, there's always going to be a big field. I think about 20 runners this year. That first elbow that you meet after going a furlong, as you're going up a steep hill, is so important to get it right, because it's like a bottleneck. The horses from the outside meet with the horses from down the inside, and they all meet at that. And if you get bumped around at that stage of your race, you might as well be at home.
Why do you say that? Is that because it sets them alight and then they get keen?
Well, you have to set them alight coming out of the gate to get your position. It's all important to get a position. Like I always say, Leicester Pickett always got the best position. He always sat in the box seat, 4th, 5th, 6th, down the inside, saving ground, travelling well. But that first chicane, it's so important to get around there and then get your horse relaxed. But before that, it's so difficult because everyone has their derby heads on them, and you're probably using up too much, energy too early in the race. But if you can kind of get it all together, get that position, get a slot that you're going to be able to get around there without getting bumped around, and then once you're around the bend, then it comes pretty easy after that. Then you funnel your way over to the rail, and you just slot in and get your position.
What about the camber? How do you deal with that? Or do horses either deal with it or they don't?
A lot of horses don't. Basically, they all want to really go down to the rest, which a lot of the jockeys sticking the left hand trying to get him off. And they're dragging. I remember he wanted to go down there. I remember I had Gerald Mossa down the inside. I had to drag my horse, not pushing, but you're dragging him back and trying to keep him going at the same time. Like if you were to kick a ball down in front of you, it's going to go that way, down and go under the rail. And some of them horses as well, if when they're getting tired, then they'll hit that rail, so they will just stick, But it is difficult, but a lot of horses get over it,
And it is all those reasons that the Derby is the race that it is.